going on, guys? What is going on? What is going on? Today's gotta be day 380, I think. Not 381 already. Today's 625. What's going on, guys? What's going on, 23 Gary? I'm doing a little stand-up today. Why can't I find it? I'm gonna have to go back to this and go save. Maybe. Go to documents. Did I save that? Hopefully. Hope you guys are having a great trading day out there. Trying to get everything set up here. Alright, there's that. Oh, we had a nice red day today, guys. And I'll explain how. We're down 210,000. Edit the open, go minus 210. There's that. What's going on, Dan? What's going on, Vinny? Getting everything set up here, guys. Hopefully you guys can hear me just fine. Hopefully you guys are doing just fine today. You know, there was opportunities today. There really was. And, you know, unfortunately, I wasn't able to capitalize. And that's just the way it goes. You know, we're down 210,000 on the day. I don't feel too bad about it, but I feel a little bad about it because I didn't necessarily quite hit the trades that I wanted to. I'm live. Today's ALF, SPCE, Nike. We had Iconics. And GRVI. Alright, that's posted. Let me just post a quick TikTok here. Alright. You guys can see here I'm down $210,000 on a $367,000 account. Here's all my trades. Pause it if you need to. I'm going to go enjoy the sunshine today, guys. Trading has its ups and its downs. It's not like a normal job. You always have to know that. Follow for more. I'll always be transparent. Alright. You guys can see here. 1 second here. Trying to get everything done pretty quick today here, guys. If you guys didn't know, it's my birthday weekend, so luckily I get to go into my birthday weekend on a red week. On a red week, red day. See if I can get this posted here quick. Come on, it's not loading. Why isn't it loading? Alrighty guys, let me pull up my charts here. What's Oxy? I stay with Oxy, I'm in that one. Okay, why is this not posting? There we go. Alright. And minus 210. Alrighty guys. So yeah. No, my birthday's on the 29th, guys. Don't worry, it's not today, but it's my birthday weekend. And I think we got some stuff planned. But yeah, I mean, obviously this is not how I want to go into my birthday weekend. To say the least. But I mean, it is what it is. You know, trading is not easy. Trading is every day. Trading is getting better every day. And like I tell people, I am a better trader than I've ever been in this day. Even though I made $12 million in the first 3 months of the market, all starting with $1,000 way back in, I don't even know the date exactly now. It's been about 381 business days ago. But, you know, all those things being said, you know, we go through ups and downs as traders. It's not just this, guys, you know. And I wish that I could sit here and say that, you know, I'm green today. And I wish, you know, and I knew going into today that I probably was going to take on a lot of risk and it was going to be a pretty big green day or a pretty big red day. And the reason being is, you know, I've had a couple of slow days and I've seen some things go by and I know the market's been hotter and hotter. So, you know, I really wanted to try and, you know, size up. And I felt like today was that day where I felt like the market could support it somewhat. And I crashed and burned, guys. You know, I started off the day down, you know, 30,000 on PIRS and Archon. And then ALF got me back basically to up about $5,000 on the day. And then I was like, you know what? Like, I was taking small size on ALF, and I just kept getting, you know, I was getting winner after winner, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna consolidate. I'm gonna wait for the next big dip on ALF. And after that many wins on ALF, and seeing the breakout that we had on the yearly, all right, this is 52-week highs, it's all-time highs, a newer IPO. The news is solid. It's SSR as well. You know, I was basically just waiting for any dips after those winners we had in the morning. And I was going to size up on those dips and look for a new high a day. And, of course, you know, that's not what happened. You know, I ended up taking a nice loser on it. So, and then I tried, you know, on Iconics, I ended up sizing the F up on this thing. And I actually got long, like, right in there. 2010 was my average. It ended up being up about $70,000, $80,000 right up in here. Didn't take anything off. Was looking for new highs. Thought either ALF or Iconics was going to close strong to end the day. So I said, you know what, ALF, you know, I ended up selling that one to rock bottom. I ended up selling that like right down in here. You know, when you see a chart that basically higher lows, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and then sells off and then, you know, just kind of like doesn't have any kind of balance, and then it's just red candle after red candle after red candle, I'm like, this looks ugly. And on top of that, if you go to the yearly, or sorry, if you go to the this chart here, I mean, we just went straight up, but then, you know, we gave back some of the, we got into, breached some of this support level here. And I'm like, with that and that looks kind of ugly. But then we got this huge perk, you know, and if I wait another 5, 6, 7 minutes, I'm up. Right now, I'm only down probably 80 to 90,000 on the day. But the reality is, if it made this move, I would have probably held maybe even overnight. And I don't think it's necessarily bad of an idea to overnight it, because we are still holding this lows here, and I think this is kind of the key support level right in here we have to watch. But you can see 1605 was my exit, and I tried to hold it. I got washed out, and then of course it runs up, and then I'm like, okay, well if Alpha isn't going to do it, then Iconics, because I just feel like we've been in such a slow market. We've seen some nice rippers. You know, I felt like this one was going to get a rip and rally through the highs, and I would have gone red-green on the day, and no, that doesn't work either. And that's the end of the day. So basically it's two big, solid red trades, and that's it. You know, other than that, you know, that's the reality of sizing up. You know, you can have a bunch of winners on the day, but when you size up, those are the ones that matter. You know, the ones that you size down on are wallet patterns. The ones that you size down on are the emotional type of, you know, that takes the emotional side away from things. The ones that you size down on are the trades that you just want to keep on building your account with and gaining your confidence and regaining, you know, your trading capabilities, right? When you size up, things start going out the window. Liquidity starts becoming a problem. You know, then you get very emotional, right? And then things just change. The more you size up, things change. The more you size up, the more you better be convicted, is at least my mindset. You know, if I'm sizing up, I better be convicted a lot. I better have high conviction and a high win percentage on the setup that I'm looking at. And so, you know, at the end of the day, guys, today is an unfortunate day. Today is, I know it looks very red on the day, but what it is it's just two red trades. That's all it is. It's two red trades that could have easily been a $10,000 loser turned into a $210,000 loser because I sized the F up on it, and that's it. And over the past 2.5 months, I really just been flatlining. You know, I haven't really done a whole lot in the past 2.5 months because I have days like these where, you know, I try and size up and I give everything back. You know, I was up $250,000 on the month this month and basically just gave everything back. So, you know, I'm trying to stick into the mentality of, you know, base hit after base hit after base hit. And, you know, the reality is if I make $50,000 a day, you know, that's $250,000 a week, that's $1 million, or it's $1 million a month. And then I make $12 million a year, right? So, you know, in the first 3 months of the year, I was probably averaging about $200,000 a day. And now we're basically just flatlining. So, you know, I know my potential. I know what's possible. You know, at the end of the day, I'm like 6 to 8, you know, green trades away from being right back up to $3 million in my account. And that's the reality. When the market starts getting hotter, I'll be right there and ready. But right now we're in a colder market, though. And when the market starts getting hotter, guys, a big learning curve for me going forward. Okay, it goes like this: when the market's hot, play it. When the market's slow, size down and just take the small gains. You know, take the small winners. And my small winners are different than your guys' small winners for the most part, you know? And then there's people that are making even bigger small losers than me, you know? And bigger small winners as well. So, you know, I know that I say small, but it's all relative. You should always take percentages and use them. The reality is, you know, that's something that I want to talk to Trade Zero about, is creating an opportunity to, you know, show percentages on all my trades, what I'm up, what I'm down. Show percentages on my account, what I gained on the day, right? Because percentages are everything, okay? And so, you know, that's just the reality. And, yeah, guys, so, you know, today the reality is I know it looks bright red. And I know you're sitting there and you're like, wow, how did he lose $250,000 today? It's two trades. It's two trades that I sized up on and they didn't go my way. And I held, you know, and I want to say I held for too long. But then if I say that I held for too long, then look at what's happening. I mean, we're starting to get an ALF move after hours. RSLS. And, you know, the reality is, guys, you know, I am in my inherited IRA on ALF. So if it does gap and it does make a move on Monday, I'll still be right there and I'll be making money on it. I just wanted to have a position because I can't tell you how frustrated I'd be if this thing starts going on Monday and I sold this rock bottom and then, you know, on Monday it's up to 22, it's up to 23, it's up to 24, whatever, and I have no position. So at least I have a nice size position around 1697 in the inherited on that one, because I do feel like it held that. And when I saw this when I saw this move to the upside over 1750, to me, I was like, okay, this thing is still hanging in there. It still has buying pressure, and there's people still interested. This was just ugly, but then when this pulled straight up, I was like, all right, they're still there. It's just, it didn't look like it. Ariel, there is no tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. It's okay. We had a good time this weekend. I get it. You lost track of days. Maybe a little bit too much Screaming Eagle. Anyways, guys. But yeah, so that's my trading day today, guys. It's unfortunate that that I ended up the week, my birthday week, like this. Over the past couple months, I've been in kind of a struggle. But guys, don't look at it like from a P&L perspective. Always look at it from your process. Making sure your process hangs on. Making sure you're not looking at the P&L, but you're just trading the bigger picture and what's in front of you in the setup, right? You start looking at the P&L and it can change a lot of things, and that's kind of something that I work on. But anyways, guys, just so you guys all know out there, today is the last day for the 50% off on my website. I don't want anybody saying they had no idea, okay? Today is the last day of my 50% off sale. This is the biggest sale in company history. It actually ties it. And you get a lot of extra stuff with it too. If you want my trade review, which is, to me, it's worth about 10 grand. It goes through all my trades from my $1,000 to $1 million account challenge. And you can look through all my trades down to the second on where I took the trade along, where I got out, how I scaled in, how I scaled out. It's all on there with charts and everything. My biggest trades, my biggest losers. Okay, if you're interested in potentially winning access to my trade review, which to me is valued at about $10,000, and it's valued, I value it more than my course because it's literally every trade that I've ever made. You have to purchase the Trade Ideas Yearly, the Video Series Guide, and the All-in-One or the Large Cap Option Scanner. And then you have a chance for one lucky winner to win the trade review. Okay, so you have to purchase the Video Series Guide, the Trade Ideas monthly subscription, and if you sign up for the yearly subscription on Trade Ideas, you also get a free 30-minute one-on-one phone call with me. And what is that phone call? Well, Ariel, if you're on here, I remember the phone call exactly what we had. And him and I talked about trading strategies. And the one thing he said in that afterwards about, the phone call is he wishes that he would have watched the course multiple times before he did the 30-minute free one-on-one with me. Because he didn't have the same questions that he would have had if he had watched the course a couple times over, soaked up the knowledge, soaked up the concepts and what's worked for me, and then gone from there. So, okay, you're still on, awesome. So you can tell everyone if you want the way that you looked at it, but it doesn't matter either way. I just wanted you guys to know what he said about that, and that stuck with me, because I look at Ariel and I'm like, okay, he's someone that is learning very fast. He's made over $2 million in under a year, $2.6 million in under a year trading. That is insane. And I kind of like, I'm talking to him, and we both kind of talk about stocks and the concepts and things like that. And I realized he soaks up everything he can get his hands on, and that's what I preach to all of you. Don't just think my course is going to just give you the holy trail, right? It's just the concepts in my course that are valuable. It's the time that are put in, that he put in that you guys don't see. It's the time that I put in that you guys don't see. It's the time that Jordan puts in that you don't see. Jordan put in time, basically to a point where, I can't remember the exact story, but his girlfriend. I'm not even gonna go into it, but anyways. We spend a lot of time in our craft, and we try very hard at what we do, and we study anyone and everyone that you can get your hands on. And if something works, then stick with it. Now, will all my concepts or any of my concepts work in my course that worked for me? I can't assure you that, but what I can say is a lot of value in there to learn from, and that's why I made it. I made it to give back, and I made it for you guys to have the opportunity to learn from me. Some people say, why do you sell it at all? And I'm like, honestly, it's because everything that I've put on my website is, something that I didn't have when I was down half my net worth. And I basically, in my mind, was like, I was always like wanting someone to learn from. I was always wanting to have, kind of a guideline, a basis, an idea of like having a kind of a foundation, which is, having a proper scanner, which finds stocks that help me make money every day. Having a course to learn from who's been through the trenches, who's lost half their net worth and gone through the ups and gone through the downs of trading. Having someone that comes on YouTube every day and goes over their ups and their downs in tradings. I have a free chat room, which is and I go over that, and I'm like, I made that because I wanted, a chat room. I wanted, he made me look, Brett. I was like, Alf, $20? I can't believe it. It's SSR. But, I wanted a chat room that I didn't have to pay for necessarily. Now, I didn't have any problem paying for a chat room if I saw value in it. Or if they did like a free 2-week trial, I would look into that and I'd be like, okay. There's a lot of people out there that I wish they would make courses because I would pay the money for them, guys. I would pay for a Warren Buffett, a Jeff Bezos, a Bill Gates. The way that works for me is I'm not much of a reader. I learn from visual. I learn from courses. I learn from YouTube and very visual, right? And everything that I've made at normacroTrading.com is basically what I wish that I would have had. And giving you guys my fingerswim layout. I wish that I would have had a solid layout when I started trading. And that's something that I'm giving you guys. Having access to someone's trading to get the exact trades, the exact prints to understand where he longed and where he didn't long, or she didn't long, whoever, and all these things are built in for you guys, and I could be the guy that hides behind the screens and I'm like, you know what, I've made my life and I don't ever have to come back and I don't ever have to help anyone. The reality is I can retire today at 26 years old and really just with the way that I manage things, and I have no problem retiring today. But the thing is, I have a bigger picture in my life, and I want to be a better trader, but I also want to be 6'19". You're a funny guy. I also want to be, someone that people look up to, and people get inspired from and motivated from. And I want more millionaire students besides Jordan, besides Ariel, besides Wright. My goal is just to continue to push because I really truly believe if I wasn't creating. If I didn't have this course, if I didn't have the chat, if I didn't have the scanners and the fingerswim layout that I'm giving, and the trader view that I'm giving to one lucky winner, and all the conferences and the podcasts and everything that I've done, and the free 30-minute one-on-one calls with people, and the free educational resources in my chat room, I truly, firmly, without any question, believe there would be a lot of people out there struggling more than they really are now. And that's my goal, and I might not be the best trader in the world, or the best teacher in the world, but I try every day to achieve that opportunity for myself. So that is what it is, guys. So anyways, guys, hopefully you guys, didn't lose like I did. Do you guys have any questions about the scanners, the course, the free chat room, any of that stuff before I head out? Any questions, guys? John Stamen, you bought the course and I'm learning before I have the 30-minute. Awesome, John. That's what I really, really, really recommend. I recommend every single one of you guys who have purchased the entire deal and have the opportunity to do the free 30-minute one-on-one by following these steps. You have to read this and you have to use all these links if you're interested in that. But if you're interested in the free 30-minute one-on-one, you have to make sure you follow each and every step to be able to do that. And, John Steeman is smart. Like I said, Ariel told me it's very important for him to wait a couple of times before he watched the course, before he did the free 30-minute one-on-one. So anybody who has applied or has bought the course, Trade Ideas Monthly, and bought the all-in-one or the large cap, and you qualify for the free 30-minute one-on-one, if you did the yearly subscription to Trade Ideas and using that link, my recommendation: watch the course 2 or 3 times over, and then give me and then schedule the 30-minute one-on-one call with me. Then you have a lot of questions to talk to me about. Then we can go over your strengths and weaknesses to hopefully build your foundation. What's something going on the scanner here? Let's see here. Have a nice weekend. I appreciate that, Brett. I want to get the scanner, Erickson. Yeah, I mean this is the best sale you're gonna have the opportunity to take advantage of. You know, I don't ever plan on doing a better sale than 50% off for the entire website ever. Now, I can't guarantee that, but in well over 2 years of being a company, almost 3 years, I've never ever done more than 50%, and usually it's once, maybe twice a year I do this sale. So this opportunity is very rare, and then those of you guys who think it's not and then come back and are like, well, I want the 50% off, which I get every single time this happens, I'm sorry, but I don't do it very often. Alan, you're awesome and you're welcome, man. Can you talk about the all-in-one scanner? You can hear the scanner going off, guys, can't you? So I have the premium Trade Ideas yearly subscription, and as far as I know, you cannot get the voice and the AI without using the premium, and to me, that's where all the value comes with the scanner. You know, I'll easily play. You know, to me, it's well worth it. You know, at the end of the day, if I can take an extra second or 2 or 3 or 4 seconds from looking down, reading what the ticker is, then coming back and clicking, you know, where my fingers from. So let's say if ALF comes up on the scanner, or let's say if MXC comes up on the scanner, I'm like, okay, what? Okay, instead of hearing it, I'm like, okay, MXC. I'm like, okay, there's MX. Where's MXC? Okay, there's MXC. Okay, gotta type that in, and that's 2 or 3 seconds right there, and that's a big difference, guys. So that's why I prefer the premium. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the biggest advantage. But I might be wrong. Maybe that have that on the actual standard. I'm not sure, but it's all in the description. You have to read that. See you at 1 million by the time next year. Gas tax garage, that's the attitude. Cam, would you recommend joining a prop firm if you're someone who needs more hands-on trading? No, I mean, that's just not the way I went, and it's hard to say that. If you guys want to reach out to Ariel as well, Ariel in chat, he's a mod. It's his name in chat is Real Simple Ariel. He'll answer some of your questions. I mean, don't bombard him with questions that don't make any sense. Make sure to have well thought out questions, but if you have a question that's a quickly answered question, he might be able to get back to you if he's nice enough to do that. So feel free to reach out to Real Simple Area if you're interested in having some questions with him, because he can go over kind of being in the shoes of, you know, going through my course, going through the scanners, going through the free 30-minute one-on-one, all that stuff. And now he's well over 2 million in profits. Ariel, I tried reaching out to Nat but haven't heard back. Tim Buckley, reach out again. They'll get back to you. Don't worry. Happy B-Day weekend. I appreciate that. Who plays better golf, you or Ariel? That's funny. We went to the range, and I was actually pretty surprised how good he is. You know, the next time we're going to have to make a bet on who wins the round, though, because I think I got it, no question. But I think he's going to, you know, with both of our competitive natures, I think it's going to be closer than we both think. So I bought all those things a while ago, but no one-on-one was available at the time. Okay, Brett, reach out to Nat or reach out to me, and we'll schedule a one-on-one. You have to provide the receipts, though, because we'll always, if you have the receipts and everything, and you can provide the name of it and all that, then yeah, we have no problem. I can do the free 30-minute one-on-one, no problem. How does the all-in-one scanner work? Basically, it just picks up on stocks moving up and down. That's the easiest way I can put it. Now, it took a lot more time than that. It's a lot more back-tested than that. You know, Jordan helped me with that, and you know, it's just very, very well thought-out process, and it probably. You spend hundreds of hours, not thousands of hours, you know, back testing the entire thing. So, you know, it just detects volume going up and down, and it's an incredible, very, very powerful tool. That's all I can say. I quit my 150K job engineering, bought Cam's course. I'll let you know how I do. Eric Son, that is awesome, man. You know, you jumped out on a ledge, you went for it, and that's, you know, without big risk, there's no reward. And, you know, at the end of the day, I don't really advise anyone to quit their job for trading, but you know, without any risk, there's no reward. And you know, I dropped out of college and traded, and without no risk, there's no reward. So, you know, we go through ups and downs in life, and not every decision we make is perfect, but we have to do our best to try and make every day better than yesterday. Can your students need to be posting the gains in the video gallery room? Yeah, they do. But I can't, you know, force anyone to do anything. I wish they would. 3 years I'm joining with Discord, and you have to enjoy it. Awesome. Ariel's awesome replies almost instantly. That's awesome, man. I appreciate that, Ariel. Don't be surprised. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, Ariel. Ariel, do you block shower requests on Discord? Try to ask you a couple questions. Maybe, yeah, he might. I will take your money on the golf course. I purchased the course a while ago, but now trading and scanner. Can I still get the $150 off? See, I only like to do it if you're like have done the entire package during the sale. Because if I open that Pandora's box happens where everybody wants on to the extra $150 off and they purchase it at a different time, I don't think I can do that. I'm sorry. That would just be too good of a deal. I'm giving you the all-in-one for $100. I'm only doing it for the people that were able to do it on the sale. You should offer your course as a prize because you... Yeah, Mr. San, I need to work on that. That's something I'm working on. I want to offer my course for a prize. I know. I need to do that more. And people need to remind me to do that more. So yes, I want to try and give away my course as a prize for certain things, certain big winning things. I don't know what it's going to be, but definitely, I need to be doing that. That's a very good question. All right, guys, today's the last day you get all this sale, so make sure to take advantage if you're interested. If you're not, that's fine. If you are, great. But again, like I said, follow each and every one of these steps. I'll put the link. It's in the bio, but I'll also put the link there. Can I just use the all-in-one scanner, or do I need 20 hours of education? So, I mean, Michael, you can use Michelle, you can use the all-in-one scanner without the course, but the thing is, if you don't know how to trade, the scanner's kind of useless. I mean, it's not, but it is. Like, you need to learn how to trade before you just use the scanner. And to me, the course is more of like how to trade, and then the scanner is more, you can take on what you've proven, whatever edge that you've proven to yourself that works, you can pick and choose from the scanner and be like, okay, that fits in the criteria, that fits in the criteria. And eventually you get yourself a plan, a process, and a strategy. You can start picking and choosing on, what scan or what stocks you like and what you don't. But if you just jump into the scanner, it's not necessarily a bad thing because it pumps out a bunch of ideas at you, but it's also a lot to handle. And to be honest, I probably only take less than 1% of everything that comes on the scanner every day. But I look at probably, I would say 30 to 40% of everything coming on the scanner. And then I kind of sift it through, does that fit in my criteria? Does that fit in my criteria kind of thing? I have a hookup at TPC Sawgrass, let me know. Hey, I've been wanting to play TPC. Create a donut, let me know, man. If you have something going on there, let me know. I'm trying to travel more as COVID opens up too, so I want to get out and meet a lot of you guys. Maybe we'll do a meetup or something from NAKD.com or something. That'd be awesome. How's SPCE doing? I'm in that one overnight down in here. So, okay, it's climbing a little bit. Not much though. Do you still live by your strategy in the course? Yep. So that's a great question. So mostly, if not all the things that are in my course, I still use to this day. I haven't really changed any of my strategies. I just basically size up on them. The only thing is I short a little bit more, but I do have a couple of short strategies in there. And I trade a little bit more blue chips. But the concepts, to me, are all the same. And I don't know, Ariel, if you're still in here, maybe you could attest to that. I want to know anyone's opinion on that, who already has the course. I feel like all the concepts and everything taught in there are still the same strategies that I use to this day, almost to a T. But, of course, there might be a couple of things that have evolved and the market's changed, but overall, it's pretty much all the same concepts in my opinion. Cam, are you down to go see Fish concert? I don't know what that means, Brett. We definitely need to do a meetup though. The house has about 8 months of remodeling going on in Gas Talks. People asking about the house, yeah, I got about 8 months of remodeling going on, so that is what's going on. And I'm not going to be living in it until probably next year. Thanks, Cam. You're an inspiration to a lot of people, including me. That means a lot to me, Mr. Sen. I really, really appreciate that. I really, really do. Okay, so Ariel says your concepts haven't changed. Okay, so there you go. That's coming from a course student. He says my concepts haven't changed. So, there you have it. But I do hope that you get a lot out of that. At the end of the day, I offer my course to you guys to hopefully get a leg up in trading. You build a lot of knowledge in trading and hopefully, change your trading career around. But it's, the reality is you still have to put the time in. Okay, ALF just popped up. ALF just popped up randomly, almost like it has news or something. You see that? That's because Ariel's a beast, Bob. Why do I use Trade Zero? Because I between TD and E-Trade, they both kick me off their platforms with no reasoning. So, it's the honest truth. I'll always be transparent. I have no idea why. I think it's because I was pulling profits almost every day. But going forward, I don't think I'm going to be pulling profits anymore. I don't need to. I have nothing that I can spend my money on, guys. The trading that we do, especially with me, there's nothing in the real world that I can use my money on, guys. I can't go out and spend like Ariel and I, Jordan and I, we all kind of talk about it. You can't spend the kind of money we're making in the market. You just can't. And so you just got to be smart about it. You got to invest. You got to do smart things with it. I bought a house, but I'm at a great point in my life where I'm very fortunate and blessed to be able to do a lot of things. Like I said, I could retire, but I don't. I want to help. I want to inspire, and I want to be better. If I just retired, it'd be a boring life, guys. And on top of that, I have bigger goals in my life with my trading and my teaching. So, but yeah, so I'm just gonna keep my profits. I'm gonna keep trading and not pull my profits, most likely, guys. Can we use TZ as a U.S. resident? Yes. You can't use it to get around PDT though. No. Checking in. Chris, I love it, man. Good that you're checking in. So Chris just bought the course. He's loving the video series. That's awesome, man. I know that you come in here a lot. That makes me happy that you're loving it. Maybe I'm not the best teacher, but it's the concepts that I'm glad you're learning a lot about, Chris. Real quick, Chris, what are you liking about it? What do you dislike about it? Before I go here. Cam, watch the meditation shows on Netflix. Yeah? Okay. Why do you say that? Do you feel sizing up changes? Yeah, sizing up changes everyone's strategy. The one thing about Trade Zero is it doesn't give you great fills when you're market buying, but they're working on that. Check Instagram Live. I put Jake O said knowing right. Okay, yeah, so he knows. So there's a guy that went to my high school, goes knowing right and going to KL and knowing you're legit definitely are inspirational. I appreciate that, Jake. Yeah, I went to the same high school as Wright. One of my, I still haven't been able to verify him. Now, I know him from high school. I remember him, and I know he's legit. But in the space that we are, I have to verify things in order to, really say it. So, Wright is another millionaire student, but I want to verify everything. He used Webull actually, and he's in the service. So I appreciate him for all the hard work he puts in for us to have, every day that we have. So, but yeah, so I forgot about Wright as well. But, a couple people from high school are in here as well, and they're trading. That's awesome. So, meaningful information is in the noise of the price action, not technical analysis. Cam has a video gamer intuition of price action noise. Okay. Alright, guys, I'm going to get off. I got to work out. I got some things going today. Today is the last day. If you're interested in my course, the scanners, they're all 50% off. Trade ideas, make sure to use if you're buying the trade ideas yearly or monthly, make sure to use the discount code CAM15, all caps. That'll save you an extra 15%. Has your family ever condoned trading? Didn't you think you would make it bigger? Didn't think you would make it this big since they had good jobs. Has your family ever condoned trading and didn't think you would have make it this big since they have good jobs? I don't know what you're asking, Eric. Yeah, people think trading is gambling, and that's fine. They can think that, but some of the smartest people in the world, I think, are traders. Because there's money on a screen, it's up to you to take advantage of your planning process and your strategy. Put yourself in an opportunity to capture some of it. All right, guys, I'm gonna head on off. Okay, I posted that link. Today's the last day. Take advantage of those sales if you're interested. I don't want anybody messaging me saying, "Hey, I had no idea." I think today I made it obvious, and I think this whole week I made it obvious. And if I didn't, then I don't know what else to do, because I feel like I posted in chat, I posted on StockTwits, I posted on Twitter pretty much every day. So if there's somebody who says, "Oh, I had no idea you were doing a sale," when I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. There's nothing else I could do. I did the best that I could do to mention on chat and on my social media and on YouTube that the sale ended today. I've tried to mention at least once per day. So those of you guys out there who didn't hear about it, I don't know what else to do. I'm sorry. Alright, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon below for many videos. Have a great weekend, team. Stay safe out there. Now's your time to study a lot, because the weekend, guys, I always say Fridays are the best time to go on YouTube or buy the course, because you have so much time to study. The whole weekend. Alright? Alright, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon below for many videos.